I basically grew up in a very dysfunctional home. Father was very abusive, both me and my brother. Out in front of everybody, everything was great. Behind closed doors was an absolute different story. It was a nightmare. Him hurting my mom real bad at times, and us witnessing it, me and my brother, to physical abuse to us, to actual sexual abuse to me and both my brother. We tried to separate from him, and he paid attorneys, and he was able to get himself looking good enough to the state that we couldn't be separated by him, but he ended up going to prison because he actually beat me so bad. Unfortunately, the whole dysfunction of the home rubbed off on me, which made me start, smoking pot and drinking beer at a young age. But as the years went on, I developed a pretty good alcohol problem, younger 20s, cocaine. The whiskey and the beer really is what stuck with me. And smoking pot pretty much stayed with me for a good period. Pot is what I started smoking first, and that brought me to the drinking. It kind of like opened the door. So when I was younger, I never believed that, everybody say pot's a gateway drug, and I really strongly believe that now. I think I have 7 refusals, 2 DUIs convicted. I've lost my license this round for 5 years. Lost my respect of my wife, and it just tore the trust of the relationship to pieces. And here I am blaming everything but me and the drinking because I'm a hard worker. I'm a provider. I do everything I can do, and if you were me, you'd drink too, all that kind of stuff. It led to physical altercations, and that's what led me to a jail in Brevard County that I was facing up to 15 years in prison. I hit my knees in the jail cell, and for the first time in my life, I spoke to the Lord. I said, said this to you. I don't know how many times I've said this to you, but God, if you help me out here, I'm at my wit's end. I don't know what to do anymore. I need help. When I gave my life to the Lord, immediately as I'm in the cell, it was the next day, I'm getting phone calls from my family. Now I'm receiving help. I felt like I burnt the last candle and the light was out. It was almost immediate. My sister started calling me, and she had done some research on some rehabilitation centers. And then she presented Fresh Start to me. And at that point, she'd said, but it's a Christian-based or a faith-based ministry. I need a faith-based ministry. And this was a year's enough time to change. I got here to Fresh Start, and I'm telling you, within the first 2 weeks, my whole routine was already changed. Being here at Fresh Start, it's taught me I don't have to drink ever again. Being able to rid myself of these self-destructive behaviors because I didn't know how to deal with these things sober. I would just deal with them by drinking. So when I realized I didn't have to drink to deal with them, that I need to be more spiritual, that I need to give it to the Lord, give it to God, because He can't take what you don't give Him. He just can't take it from you. But when you're willing to give it to Him, He's got the shoulders to take it. And when I realized that, that was the most pivotal point of my program. For the Lord to be able to forgive me for what I've done, how can I deny forgiveness to anybody that's done anything to me? Knowing that I was forgiven for what I've done and being able to forgive those that have wronged me, I know for a fact that I can live in freedom now. Phase 2 in this program is unbelievable. It broke me down to a weeping man, but on the other end of it, I'm a stronger man. I'm a man that can accept his responsibilities and not walk around with hate in my heart. And the Lord will fix you. If you let Him, you take your heart and you hand it to Him, He'll grab you by the hand and direct you exactly where to go. And that's what this program's teaching me. And when I was put in that jail cell, my family was torn away. You could have taken anything worldly from me, any possession. You could have taken anything I've ever earned away and burnt it And it may have made me upset, but it wouldn't have hurt me the way I was hurt. And I was able to do enough to show my family that I had really changed, for me to be able to see my kids and not just see them, but take them to parks. And it was life changing to be able to show that this is what dad could be. This is what a good spouse could be. My ex decided, she can speak with me. It's a daily update now. It's at least once a day, sometimes twice, 3 times a day I get to talk to my kids. Here at Fresh Start, I've been here just over 7 months now out of the year program, and I just could never imagine being where I'm at now. This program will teach you how to love yourself, because if you can't love yourself, you can't love anybody. And when you learn to love yourself and you can actually forgive everybody and yourself, you can really live in peace. I just pray every day that anybody that was in those shoes that I was wearing would find their place to a facility like this, because it'll really change your life if you let it. If you come in here and you're diligent and you really mean that you want to change, this is the place that'll do it for you.